Hey fam, so Boogie speaks on meeting Eminem and has a very awkward babysitting moment. We do know that this is gonna be lit.
Yeah, real late on Hot 97 on a Sunday night. Got lots of people been talking about these days. Compton's own Boogie is in the building.
It's lit. I'm finally here, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Finally on Hot 97, man.
Not just watching it on YouTube at home no more. I'm here.
So you jumped into YouTube.
For sure.
So you're now Shady Interscope?
I am Shady Interscope. Shout out to M, man.
Take us through that. How'd that situation happen?
The Interscope part or the Shady part?
I guess both. What came first?
The Interscope part.
Okay, so Interscope came first. How did that happen?
I was just a nigga at home with a kid recording myself. I had went to school and took out this student loan, and I got my own studio equipment, and I just recorded my own first project. Somehow, this dude named Tim Glover at Interscope ended up reaching out. I ended up linking in with him.
How big was it at the point at which it made it to him? Like how much
it was still kind of ducked off, but this producer Willie B from TDE I got a relationship with, and he went in the building and played my music, and they fucked with it. So I really owe him a lot for looking out for me early. But yeah, that happened, and I ain't gonna lie. Once I signed, everybody think like, oh, it's lit. You finna make $1 million. You got the machine behind you, but
it's on.
And it got way tougher, and my life got way harder once I signed. And I said about a year and a half ago, I was just chilling at home, and I got the call that M was rocking with me. It was just so random, honestly. I was high as shit, and then I got the call. And then,
so hold on. So let's take a step back then. So you're signed to Interscope. Things get harder. How did things get harder?
It's a lot of things. I think it's the pressure I put on myself, thinking like, knowing how good I am and thinking that everything finna change. I think it's pressure from my friends in my neighborhood, because I come from a little hood in Compton, so none of us really ever make it out. Well, Kendrick made it out, but besides that, none of us ever really make it out. And so all of them thinking like, okay, he out, now we all finna get out. So it's that pressure, but I don't think people really understand the inside of the business, like how much you really got to do and how much you got to do on the internet, inside the building. It's just a lot of footwork that I don't think I was really ready for at the time.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've had a lot of conversations up here with people who like get very anti-industry. Like once they realize that it requires quote unquote politics, which don't get me wrong is true to an extent, but it's also like relationships. Like now now you have to work relationships. It's like people damn near want to quit.
For sure.
And I don't know. It's a mixed bag to me. Sometimes I find it both I can relate to why that would be frustrating, and I'm also like, there's not one field in the world in which you don't have to interact with other humans.
Exactly, and that's I think that's the reality I had to face recently. Is like, nigga, stop bitching. Like, this what you wanted, you got to work for it, and the shit that come with it, you just got to do it. So yeah, that's where I'm at now.
It's like for every rapper, like like we've had a lot of long conversations with someone like Russ up here about him fighting about Russ loves to scream about the industry in spite of how successful and rich he is.
Yeah.
But it's like you end up looking at like there's that athlete, and this isn't Russ because he's successful in spite of the fact that he complains about the industry all the time. But like that athlete who's like, yo, I was the best player on the team, but then the politics with the coaching staff kicked in.
I hate that. Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, well, yeah, but there's a coaching staff, and you gotta figure it out. So, anyways, but it's interesting because you're hovering in Interscope, and it can be a real blessing to be in a label. You have the celebration, you get the upfront money, you have all this cool stuff, but then at the same time, you're also then kind of living. You were in no man's land within the label.
No, exactly.
You didn't have. So then, who calls you and tells you that Eminem has taken an interest?
It was Tim. It was my A&R Interscope. He called me, and I was like, that's cool and all. You feel me? Like, I'll be more so having to see stuff happen before I just listen and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. But then he flew me out. I think like maybe the next day or 2 days later, and I met him. Yeah, it was lit after that.
To Detroit?
To Detroit, yeah.
And you went to the crib?
No, we went to
the studio.
What was it? Yeah, some big ass studio. It was like a big ass mansion, honestly, but it got a studio in it.
Was there an arcade?
It was an arcade. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it got that damn arcade.
And so, well, first of all, how big an Eminem fan were you to start out with?
I love Eminem. Jay-Z, my favorite rapper all the time. I'm gonna just throw it out there. But I always loved Eminem growing up. Of course, Every hood nigga love 8 Mile for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I just always love him.
I think it's reasonable. I just rewatched it over the holidays. It was on a lot. I really think it's reasonable. Shawnee, we haven't discussed this, but I really think it's reasonable to argue that 8 Mile is the greatest rap movie of all time.
It's reasonable. I wouldn't say it is. But
what would you say?
What you got?
It's reasonable to debate.
What would you say is better, though?
Best hip-hop movie?
That's right.
Hip-hop artist?
No, just best hip-hop.
Because I like Juice.
Just best hip-hop
Juice,
movie.
Tupac?
Yeah, but Juice is like, it's not nearly as hip-hop a movie as 8 Mile is.
Right. 8 Mile has it on the strength of it being completely about bars.
Like,
I don't know any hip-hop movie.
Juice is about the DJ
bars.
battles. Now, Juice does have the DJ battles in the same way that 8 Mile has the rap battles.
You're right.
But, like, the story of Q is not the same as the story of Rabbit.
Big facts.
There's, I mean, I wouldn't put it with 8 Mile, but 50 Cent's movie was good, too.
I gotta
It was
see.
about his journey.
Yeah, it's 8 Mile or Jay's.
Yeah.
It was sort of like the second 8 Mile.
It's not a hip-hop movie, but Like Mike is better than all those movies. Shout out to Bow Wow, man.
Yo, you know what? Bow Wow deserves his for Like Mike.
And no, Bow Wow definitely deserves his. Niggas better stop playing with him.
Now, do you really, in all seriousness, people love putting that Bow Wow conversation has become serious.
I honestly,
you're 30 years old, right?
I'm 29. Yeah.
So how seriously do you take Bow Wow, the rapper?
You know, what crazy thing is, like a year ago, I found myself being part of the internet, like making fun of him too. But then I'm like, no, because this nigga, I really grew up on his music. My first concert I ever went to was a Scream concert. Bow Wow, B2K opened up for him. So yeah, Bow Wow legend. Niggas better stop playing with him. Straight up.
All right, so that you get the call, you go to Detroit. First of all, what were the conversations like with Eminem? What did you guys talk about?
It was more so him just telling me that he fucked with me. I was really surprised that he knew, like, not just the popular songs I got on the internet, but like my deep mixtape cuts, like my emotional songs. He knew them. He was telling me he wasn't trying to change nothing, and that was the biggest thing for me.
There are children that just walked in.
Y'all wasn't supposed to be doing this. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't supposed to mess with my interview.
watch TV.
Does somebody got a phone y'all can watch on outside or something?
Can I have pizza?
Boogie.
Oh my God.
Boogie, you're babysitting?
I'm babysitting because I needed that bag while I'm in New York because
Cupcakes?
y'all grams is so expensive out here. Okay. Yeah, so right after this thing, we're going to figure all that out, all right? Can y'all just give me like how long you think it's going to last?
Just another 10 minutes.
Yeah, another 10 minutes and we good, all right? We're going to go get that. My bad, y'all. I'm really not
Yeah, you
this
gotta give them
unprofessional.
food. You gotta
bad.
make sure you give them food.
I know, man. I was supposed to feed him, but Okay. Y'all finna get me hot.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay, now y'all just being extra for y'all gotta give me like 10
I
10
can't let
minutes,
you guys
all
go out like this.
10 minutes.
Hold up. Because I have twins. So, hold on.
Let's do this.
Of course.
All right,
my bad,
no,
bro.
listen.
Of course I did this wrong. Adorable. Oh, little girl. She's so cute. Okay.
Okay, y'all finna get me hot. Okay, now y'all just being extra for real. Y'all gotta give me like 10 more minutes, all right? 10 minutes. Let's do this. My bad,
no,
bro.
listen,
My
I
bad,
totally
bro.
understand it. I can't say that this has happened before because this has never happened before. Well,
It's
at the same time,
real.
it's difficult. Do we have any cupcakes here by any chance?
Yeah, can y'all help me out?
There is
Yes.
a vending machine.
Oh, there's a vending machine.
Babysitting,
some snacks in the
babysitting two
vending
girls is wild, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So maybe you can go. Maybe you can like send them to the vending machine.
Okay, look, hold on.
All right, you gotta give them money. You gotta do
Do you
something.
got some bread? Somebody got some bread to give him something?
You should be
There's
the
cookies
one.
I
in the
don't
vending
carry
machine.
cash, man.
Cookies in the vending machine.
It's cookies in the vending machine outside. Give me 10.
He's explaining to the children what a vending machine is. They may not know how to use the
You
vending
know what a
machine.
vending
They
machine
need
is?
money.
Yeah, all right, give me 10 minutes. I promise.
Here's $100.
Okay, now the price has gone up, Boogie. The price has gone
My
up.
manager should be helping me babysit right now, but he not. He just looking at me.
Yeah, I think you may need help from management right
Yeah.
now. By the way, this is all important reasons why you have to get this stuff done.
No, that's why I need to get this album out, man. Everything. Yeah, if I sell enough, I got you for sure.
When does your album come out, by the way?
January 25th, but it might need to
Like
come out
Friday.
earlier dealing with these girls right here.
So you're babysitting. What other jobs have you been doing recently to try to get by?
Anything. I'm selling everything. I've been selling my t-shirts, hats, yeah, everything.
Where do people get their Boogie merch?
Everything's for.sale.
Everything's for
.sale.
.sale.
Get all of that there. I almost forgot it. I almost blew it.
How did you start coming up with your video concepts? Because your videos are pretty dope.
I'm not even I'm gonna say this like right now. This is the first place I said I actually got the greatest videos in the world.
Wow.
Like overall, like
really
yeah,
great.
like just my catalog. But I can't take credit for none of them.
Okay.
The director, I got this lady named Gina. She just always finds a way to bring my music to life because I think with the type of music I got, it's kind of hard to touch the masses because, you know, everybody want to hear the turn up shit all the time, which I could do. But with Gina, she just know how to bring my shit to life.
Did you ever have a point at which you thought the route you would go would be more turn up and sort of just radio? Because, I mean, you're creating buzz, but you're obviously making just good music.
I mean, I'm human at the end of the day, and I see money, and I see how easy it is if I do that music. So like, I'm not sure you know about the jerking music that was going on in LA about.
Of course.
Yeah, that YG started. I was so thirsty to do them type of records, but I was trash at it. So I tried to do that a couple times. I tried to sound like Wayne a couple times.
Didn't work.
None of it worked. So I just tried to be myself. I can still do turn-up records, but it come when it come.
What's your favorite Hove album of all time?
Black Album.
Really? You prefer Black to Blueprint?
Yeah, I do, because I think the age I was at when Black Album came out, I just was understanding music better at that time, and it just was everything to me. I don't know. My stepdaddy brought me the project, the CD. It was my first CD I think I got.
Did you ever listen to any of the remix albums of the Black Album, or no? You just stayed with the original?
No, I didn't hear no remix albums.
You haven't heard any of them?
Oh, well, Jay-Z did remix albums too?
Well, they released the acapellas for the Black Album, so a bunch of people
did
who
got the hardest one?
Well, I'm biased because I helped this dude do it. This producer, Kev Brown, did one called the Brown Album.
Oh, that sounds
I thought
fire.
that was the hardest one. It was like super smoothed out. They're good though. The most famous one became the Gray Album, which was Danger Mouse. That's how Danger Mouse became a star, was because he remixed the Black.
I didn't even know that.
He remixed the Black Album with the Beatles' White Album and called it the Gray Album.
What?
I can't believe I'm telling you this information. This is
That's fire. That's fire. I didn't know that.
By the way, we landed on the moon.
I got you, man. I didn't know that either.
So He's young.
January 25th,
That's what happened.
you dropped the Interscope album officially out. Tour plans as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna announce a tour soon. Hopefully, that's the plan.
Okay. And have you gotten to build with any of the other artists that you super admire? You've mentioned Kendrick, of course, with the Compton Connect.
Well, yeah, he's from the hood, so it's like
you just know him.
Yeah, that's like a different relationship. Tory put me on his first tour, so I always got a respect for Tory. Jid is my boy. Reason did just sign a TD. I've been had a relationship with him for a minute. Besides that, I don't really like a lot of rap niggas that I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, Vince is my boy. Vince is.
By the way, it's so typical to be the guy who says, I don't even like a lot of rap people, and then the next person you like is Vince Staples.
Yeah, you feel me?
Who's the epitome of I don't like a lot of rap people.
That's my boy, though. You feel me? That's just a lot of stuff that before rap. You feel me? I've been knowing these niggas for a long time, so.
Yeah, Vince is great. I love Vince as well. Yo, I'm glad you came by. I'm glad we got to introduce you to the world.
Man, thank you for having me here, man.
Boogie, man, thank you so much for coming by.
Man, thank you for...
And also, hey,
my dogs is back here.
You guys...
Spin in your chair.
I'm so sorry,
All
bro.
right. Yeah, you actually can. Here, if you can get in it.
That's a reasonable question.
Everything for sale, man.
Everything for sale.
I'm out here babysitting, man.
All right, January 25th. Good luck, Boogie.
Thank you, man.
The album soon comes.
Everything for sale.